Guys, this week is just flying by. It is now already Wednesday. We're going to subtraction or subtraction of decimals. And again, this is super important. You know how to do because guess what? I go to a restaurant all the time and sometimes the computers don't work and people don't know how to make change. And I'm like, wow. So you already know next week, one of your assignments is going to be making change because that is crucial that you know how to do when you're leaving fifth grade is can you make change? And sometimes you might be able to help your mom and dad be like, Mom, I know how to do this. Mr. Morrison and Miss Mo, Miss Dyer, and Miss Pope have taught me how to be a subtraction of decimal master. Let me get this. And they're like, yes, baby, you can do it. So I know everyone has a calculator in their pocket if you have a phone. But guess what? Sometimes, say there's a solar flare and all the digital media disappears, you won't be able to use your calculator. So you still need to know how to subtract decimals. Plus, it is a lot quicker to do it in your head than type it in a calculator. Believe me. All right. So what we're talking about today is subtraction of decimals. So the same thing when we're adding decimals. Do not leave them horizontally. Put them vertically. That is super important. Line up them decimals and fill in the zeros if you need to. So we're going to be doing 7 minus 3 and 5/10, also known as 7 minus 3 1/2. So let's go, y'all. Let's go. So 7. All right. So hopefully this is how your problem looks. So can you take, and I know someone just said, Mr. Morrison, it's 4 and 5/10. How is it going to be 4 and 5/10? Because if I take 3 and 5/10 plus 4 and 5/10, that equals 8. Can't be 4 and 5/10, y'all. So, all right. So can you take 5 from 0? No, you cannot. So you have to take a whole right here. And that whole is going to give you 10/10. 10/10 minus 5/10 is 5. And 6 minus 3 is 3. And so we drop our decimal point straight down. And that is why it is 3 and 5/10. So it is literally just like subtraction of normal numbers, like when you did it in second and third and fourth grade. But now you just have a decimal point you have to drop straight down. So let's see if we can do this next problem. Let's see what kind of problem they give us today. All right. Y'all ready? Last time Mr. Morrison didn't line these up real well. So 5, 2, and if you're not hitting the tab key, that's how Mr. Morrison is scrolling so fast. Just hit the tab key. Probably could have hit it again. So 2 hundredths, 1/10, 7. Line up my decimal point. I just put a comma. Y'all, I just put a comma. That's all right. It's all right. So here we go. So let's begin. Y'all ready? So 5 minus 3 hundredths is what? 2. Can I take 8 from 0? Yes, Mr. Morrison. That equals. No, it does not. If I have 0, you cannot take away 8. So you got to come all the way over here. That's going to become a 0. Come and take one whole. That's going to make that 10/10. 10/10 minus 8/10 is 2. Drop my decimal point straight down. Make sure you get a decimal, not a comma. And since this is now gone, so this is now 0, I got to come over here. So that's a 1. So that makes that 10. 10 wholes minus 7 wholes gives me 3. 1 minus 1 is 0. And 5 minus 2 is 3. So, all right, guys. So, I have 303 and 22 hundredths. So, guess what we can do? Since you guys are about to go to 6th grade, you have to know how to add to check. So, let's add to check. And it's going to take us a little time. So, guess what? And that's okay. So, I rewrote my problem. So, here was my difference right here. And that was the number I was subtracting by. And this should give us 521 and 5 hundredths. So let's find out. So 2 plus 3 is 5. 8 plus 2 is 10. Drop my decimal point straight down. 1 plus 3 plus 7 is 11. 1 plus 0 plus 1 is 2. And 3 plus 2 is 5. So guess what? We got 521 and 5 hundredths. So that means we got a good answer. So since I added to check, watch this. I'm going to make sure I highlight that. And I'm going to fill them in green because I know I just added to check. And boom. That means, hey, Ms. Dyer, Ms. Mo, Mr. Morrison, I added to check. and I got the right answer. So boom, change it to green, make it look cool. But if you didn't watch this video, you won't do that, and I will know you didn't watch this video. All right, guys, have fun. Thank you for staying with me for adding and subtracting decimals. Today was subtracting. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a mixed day, which is a little bit of adding, a little bit of subtracting before your kind of test on Friday. So all right, guys, you have a fun day. Hope to hear from you soon.